What if I told you that the very things society teaches you to buy are the exact things keeping you broke? We're not talking about obvious mistakes. We're talking about traps that millions of people fall into thinking they're doing the right thing. But the wealthy? They play by a different set of rules. In this video, I'll show you what they know and what's costing you thousands. Asset trap number 1, brand new cars. That shiny new car you just drove off the lot? It just lost about 20% of its value in the first year alone. That's thousands of dollars gone in an instant. The average new car loses 60% of its value in the first 5 years. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men on the planet, still drives a modest car he's had for years. When asked why, he said, "Why would I want a $100,000 car? If I drive it, I'll look like an idiot." Think about this. A $35,000 car that depreciates 20% in the first year is costing you $7,000 just for that new car smell. Add in interest payments if you financed it, and we're talking about a serious wealth drain. What to do instead? Buy reliable used cars that are 3 to 4 years old, after the steepest depreciation has already happened. The truly wealthy often buy certified pre-owned vehicles and drive them for years, investing the difference they save. Asset trap number 2, designer clothes and luxury items. That $1,000 designer bag or those $500 shoes, they're not investments. They're expenses that drop in value the second you take them home. Mark Zuckerberg wears basically the same outfit every day. Steve Jobs was famous for his uniform of jeans and a black turtleneck. These billionaires understand something crucial. Spending brain power and money on clothes that impress others is a waste of resources. Robert Kiyosaki puts it bluntly, the poor and middle class buy luxuries with their own sweat, blood, and children's inheritance. What to do instead? Focus on quality basics that last. If you really want designer items, consider second-hand luxury markets where items can be found at 50 to 70% off retail prices. Better yet, invest that money into income-producing assets and let your bank account do the impressing. Asset trap number 3, the wrong kind of real estate. Not all real estate builds wealth. Your primary residence, despite what many think, is often a liability, not an asset. As Robert Kiyosaki explains in Rich Dad Poor Dad, an asset puts money in your pocket, while a liability takes money out. Your home, with its mortgage, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, and utilities, is constantly taking money out of your pocket. The average home appreciation rate in the US is only about 3.5 to 3.8% annually, barely above inflation. Meanwhile, homeowners spend an average of 1 to 4% of their home's value on maintenance each year. What to do instead? Consider house hacking. Buying a duplex or small multi-unit building, living in one unit and renting out the others. This way, your tenants help pay your mortgage. Or follow Warren Buffett's approach, buy rental properties in stable markets where the numbers actually work, generating positive monthly cash flow. Asset trap number 4, multi-level marketing businesses. That MLM opportunity promising financial freedom? The statistics tell a brutal truth. According to the FTC, 99% of people who join MLMs either make no money or actually lose money. Yet millions are lured in by success stories and dreams of passive income. They invest thousands in starter kits, required monthly purchases, motivational events, and training materials. The average MLM participant spends $2,000 to $5,000 before quitting, money that could have been invested in legitimate assets. Billionaire Mark Cuban puts it bluntly, there is nothing better than owning your own business and making your own decisions. MLM is not owning your own business. What most MLM recruits don't realize is that they're not building an asset, they're becoming customers of the MLM company itself. While they're told they're business owners, they have little control over products, pricing, or compensation structure. What to do instead? If you want to build a business, start a legitimate one where you control the products, pricing, and business model. Start small with minimal overhead. As Warren Buffett advises, never depend on a single income. Make investments to create a second source. But make sure those investments are in assets with proven track records, not schemes where 99% of participants fail. Asset trap number 5, whole life insurance policies. Insurance salespeople love to pitch whole life policies as investments, but the numbers tell a different story. These policies combine life insurance with a savings component, but the returns are pitiful, usually around 2 to 3% after fees and inflation. Even worse, these policies come with high fees, surrender charges, and complicated terms that most people don't understand. Warren Buffett advises, buy term and invest the difference, meaning buy cheaper term life insurance and invest what you save in proper investment vehicles. What to do instead? Get a term life insurance policy for 10 to 20 times your annual income. Then invest the difference in low-cost index funds or real estate that produces actual income. Asset trap number 6, retail store credit cards. That 15% discount they offered when you open the store credit card, it comes at a steep price. The average retail store credit card charges interest rates of 24 to 30%. What's worse, these cards typically have low credit limits, which means using them can hurt your credit utilization ratio and damage your credit score. All for a one-time discount on a purchase you might not have even needed. What to do instead? Use cashback credit cards with no annual fees and pay the balance in full each month. Many offer 2 to 5% cashback on purchases you'd make anyway. That's free money that adds up over time. Asset trap number 7, lottery tickets and gambling. Americans spend over $80 billion on lottery tickets each year. That's about $640 per household, money that could be invested and actually grow. The odds of winning the Powerball jackpot are about 1 in 292 million. You're more likely to be struck by lightning multiple times than win the lottery. Yet people continue to throw money at what they see as their ticket to wealth. What's fascinating is that when researchers interview billionaires, none of them attribute their wealth to lottery winnings or gambling. They built wealth through businesses, investments, and disciplined saving. What to do instead? If you spend $50 monthly on lottery tickets, invest that money instead. At an 8% average return, that's over $75,000 after 30 years. A guaranteed win compared to the lottery's terrible odds. Asset trap number 8, collectibles without research. Comic books, action figures, baseball cards, these items only have value if they're rare, in demand, and in perfect condition. Most collections end up being worth far less than what was paid. Even worse, many people never sell their collections, so they never realize any value from these investments. The money sits there, depreciating with time and inflation. Contrast this with Warren Buffett's approach to collecting. He only buys things with proven value or utility. When he collects, it's usually assets with historical price appreciation like certain types of real estate or businesses with strong cash flows. What to do instead? If you enjoy collecting, do it for fun and consider any potential financial return a bonus. Limit collectibles to a small percentage of your overall portfolio and always do extensive research before buying anything as an investment. Asset trap number 9, extended warranties. Extended warranties seem like protection, but they're actually profit centers for retailers. Stores push these hard because they make huge margins. Often, 50% or more is pure profit. Studies show that most extended warranties cost more than the average repair would. Plus, many products are already covered by manufacturer warranties or credit card purchase protection. What to do instead? Self-insure by setting aside the money you would have spent on warranties in a dedicated repair fund. For most products, you'll come out ahead in the long run. Use credit cards that extend manufacturer warranties automatically. Asset trap number 10, low-interest savings accounts. Your savings account paying 0.1% interest, with inflation at 2 to 3% annually, actually losing purchasing power every year. Your money is slowly dying. Yet Americans have over $9 trillion sitting in these accounts, losing value day by day. Bank CEOs love this. They pay you almost nothing for your money, then lend it out at much higher rates. Robert Kiyosaki puts it this way: savers are losers. He doesn't mean don't save, he means don't park your money where it's guaranteed to lose value. What to do instead? Keep only your emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of expenses, in high-yield savings accounts. Move the rest into investments that historically beat inflation like index funds, real estate, or your own business. Asset trap number 11, expensive college degrees without research. The idea that any college degree is an automatic ticket to wealth? That's outdated advice that's bankrupting an entire generation. The average student loan debt in America is over $37,000 per borrower, with a total student loan debt exceeding $1.7 trillion. Yet many graduates find themselves in jobs that don't require their expensive degrees or don't pay enough to justify the cost. What to do instead? If you're considering higher education, research the actual ROI of specific degrees and programs. Look at employment rates and average salaries for graduates. Consider community college for the first 2 years, in-state public universities, employer tuition assistance programs, or trade schools that teach high-demand skills. Or invest in learning entrepreneurial skills directly through lower-cost alternatives like online courses, mentorship, and real-world experience. Asset trap number 12, the latest tech gadgets. That new smartphone with slightly better features than last year's model? That gaming console you had to have on release day? These aren't investments. They're some of the fastest depreciating purchases you can make. Tech devices lose 30 to 70% of their value within the first year. Yet the average American upgrades their smartphone every 2 to 3 years and spends over $1,000 on tech gadgets annually. Meanwhile, billionaire Warren Buffett used a flip phone until 2020, and Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, drove a Honda Accord long after becoming a billionaire. These wealthy individuals understand the difference between tools that create value and expensive toys that drain wealth. What to do instead? Extend the life of your devices by taking good care of them and only upgrading when truly necessary, not when marketing tells you to. Buy slightly older models at dramatic discounts. Take the money you save and invest it in assets that actually appreciate. Even a modest $500 saved by not buying the latest smartphone, invested at 8% annual return, grows to over $1,080 in just 10 years. So, what do wealthy people like Warren Buffett and Robert Kiyosaki actually invest in? They follow a simple principle. They buy assets that produce income. Buffett looks for businesses with strong competitive advantages and consistent cash flows. Kiyosaki focuses on real estate that generates positive monthly income. Both avoid depreciating assets and focus on things that put money in their pockets regularly. Here's what the wealthy invest in. Number 1. Income-producing real estate. Number 2. Businesses, either their own or shares of others through stocks. Number 3. Paper assets like stocks, bonds, and funds that pay dividends or interest. Number 4. Their own skills and knowledge. The key difference? Poor and middle-class people buy stuff. Rich people buy assets that create income streams. That's how wealth is built, not through one big score, but through the steady accumulation of income-producing assets. Take a hard look at where your money is going. Are you filling your life with the 12 wealth-draining assets we just discussed? Or are you building a portfolio of things that actually make you money while you sleep? Start small. Redirect just 10% of your income toward actual wealth-building assets. Over time, increase that percentage. As Robert Kiyosaki says, it's not how much money you make, but how much money you keep. Your financial future depends not on finding the next get-rich-quick scheme, but on consistently avoiding these 12 wealth destroyers and putting your money where it actually grows. Remember, the rich don't work for money, they make their money work for them. Hit that like button if you're ready to stop falling for their traps and start building wealth. This is the Money Channel. You will get richer.